Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Zadian. This is From the Depths. This right here is actually I'm not gonna title this a Let's Play. I'm gonna title this a Let's Look At. Because this game right here, From the Depths, is an amazing game. But it kills my computer. It crashes when I'm not recording, let alone when I am recording. So I can only imagine what it's going to do when I'm recording. But anyway, we're going to take it as far as we can. Just have a quick overview of it at first. I will start a campaign to try and, see how things roll. I know there's going to be a couple of crashes here and there, but that's just part of doing business with my computer. For those of you who are new to this and don't know, From the Depths is a sandbox battle kind of simulator type deal where you create your own forces. All these vehicles you're seeing right here you can create on your own. Create everything from scratch. You got two different modes. You've got the creative mode, which is the sandboxy type deal where you go in and you design new ships where you're not getting attacked, and you've got a couple other features in it like being able to take your ship out of the water and keep it stable while you're building it instead of building it in a live atmosphere. Excuse me. You've also got the campaign mode, which is the more strategic type thing with the campaign where you start out the bottom left corner and you're going up against different factions, and your goal is to basically take over the map and fight with other forces or make alliances with other forces. That being said, let's for those of you who are new, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you there is a huge learning curve with this thing. It took me a while to actually start enjoying it. It was very tough at first. I recommend very much that you spend some time in the vehicle design. It is going to it's going to help you in the long run. Spend some time in there fiddling around with different vehicles, different things, and that'll help you in the long run a lot. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into a new campaign here. Go ahead and do new. That is the I believe the default. Yeah, that's the default campaign. I'm kind of not that good at this, but I'm just gonna leave these options right here. They're gonna reset anyways anytime you save. Let's go ahead and begin new campaign. Voila. Okay, so this is our base. That is a ship that was spawned in with us, and this is where we start out. That's kind of changed a little bit since the last time I started campaign. Last time I started campaign, I didn't have anything. I had a little dinghy that wasn't worth a damn. But that ship right there, I can retrofit it and make it, pretty good. Anyway, what I was saying was, this is your starting base. Let's just take a look around. If you ever want to jump off your character, just hit the tab button. Tab, see, I'm on my character right now. Excuse me. Hit tab again. That'll free up the camera. Just give you a good little overview of your starting base. Got a little radar dish up here. Doesn't see very much, as you can see on the map. Not even a full square. You've also got that is a vehicle spawner, a vehicle despawner over there, so you can scrap it, and then a tractor beam. These little tentacle things that look like they're from Japanese, hentai porn right there, tentacle porn. Those are little repair bots, the repair tentacles. They will you repair your ships and build new ships. In here you've got the ammo stores. We're gonna redo all of this. There's your fuel stores, some spare parts for those are for repair bots, I believe. This is our oil. They're gonna get us oil. Over here, this is getting us raw resources, which is like wood, scrap metal, metal, and I think that's it. And then up here we've got an incredibly inefficient engine that we're going to also redo and possibly move. Our only defense for this base as of right now is this turret right here. It's a very small, simple turret, and as you can imagine, it does not do much damage. It does not do much damage at all. So we're gonna go ahead and skim over here. I think it has a shield projector on its turret, which is kind of funny. Let's take a look at everything that has to do with this thing over here. If you hold down Q, this little menu pop up when you're facing a force. You can click that and click warp. That way your character will spawn over here at the ship. So this is my character actually on the ship, and I can control it right now if I want to. Let's see. If you hold down TG, that'll make the ship stop. Hit C. This will bring up your AI menu. I'm gonna turn the AI off so it doesn't go ramming into my base. You got different options for your AI. You got on, combat, patrol, fleet move, and then I always got mine to ignore salvage. So they don't waste time attacking salvage. Looking at this ship right here, it's not a bad design. Got a little hydrofoil down here. That's to keep it stable. Made of stone at the bottom. That's stone's pretty strong and also weighs a lot. That helps balance out your ship a little bit, keep it in the water. Two big old engines on the back of it too, and a pirate flag, which it's got a laser designator too. It does have little missiles. Holy crap! Let's point over here so that they actually go towards something and not blow up my base. See, the missiles will follow the laser. Let's see, what else? What other surprises do you have? First of all, let's nope, stop. Let's go ahead and back you up a little bit. There we go. Turn the wheel a little bit. There we go. What are you? Oh, you got like little looks like little mines on the front. Okay. And then we've got our main turret. That fires at a decent rate. All right, that's good. What is my dog barking at? My dog never barks. Alright, I gotta pause. I don't know what else she's going on about. Okay, sorry about that. My dog, who never barks, was barking at something, and it was not like an aggressive bark, like, oh god, someone's trying to break in the house. It was more of a, I want to go outside and chase a squirrel bark, which is always fun. You are not the right flag. Let's, wonder if I delete that and put a new flag up there. I think it's under miscellaneous. Okay, well that's weird. I can't get my flag to show up on there. So, yeah, screw it. Instead of wasting your time with that, let's look at some more stuff. So, we need to start doing some work to our base. When you first start out, as you can tell on the map, you can't really see much. One of the things I would recommend doing is just come over here to your base. Warp your guy over here. That way it's easier. Go into build mode and just start scrapping a lot of this stuff. There is a lot of waste in this first building. Look at this stuff right here. This is light alloy. These are light alloy blocks. These things are expensive, worth a lot of material, and have no damn business being on your start base like this. So I would recommend just going straight into build mode. And just taking all this stuff out. You'll see me here in a second. I'm going to flatten this whole entire thing. Nope. 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 There we go. This is going to give us some good resources to start out with. Yeah, it takes a little of the defense down, but we're not gonna... The computer doesn't really attack you at the beginning. Just as a little note so you know, so you saw how I just went around and took all that off. Well, you may be wondering, what happens if, like, say, since this piece is just held on by this, if you chop it off, do you get the resources? The answer to your question is yes. Yes, you do. So when you chop a piece off like that, and it goes away, you get the resources from that. So just keep that in mind. The only reason I don't do it sometimes is because I don't want the pieces sticking around, because they don't despawn immediately. As you saw with that last one, it just kind of sank to the bottom. Like, see how it's sinking down and that's sinking down? Well, sometimes it doesn't do that. Like, say, if I were to chop this top off of here, it's just going to lay on top of that engine until it finally despawns, and it can take a while for it to despawn. So when you've got stuff that you're dropping off into the ocean, that's you know, one thing, but stuff like this, I don't want this lingering around my base like that block right there is going to. But that's just one block. It's not the entire thing. So I like to deconstruct from the top down for the most part. But like I said, there are times where I'll just chop off an entire thing. See, like, I'll give you an example. It's gonna annoy me, but that's a bad example. It just fell through. Anyways, I think you get what I'm saying. Yeah, I like to reorganize the base from right there. See, there's that block again. I like to reorganize my base right at the beginning. Get back a few of these resources, rebuild that engine because that engine is terrible, and up my resource intake. So I'll build some more. I'll build more raw resource gatherers. See, I gotta be careful with that because I don't want to knock those off just yet. Just all in all, man, this base is incredibly inefficient. Like in this, for instance, I don't know what they were thinking when they're just like, oh, let's put a little layer of wood in there. Yeah, wood's not gonna do anything against the shells and stuff. I mean, it'll defend it a little bit, but your ammo stalls and your fuel, you want them behind metal, like what's around here. You want it behind all of that. You don't want it, you know, just out in the open. Another thing I'm gonna do while we're doing this, I'm gonna take off a few of these repair tentacles. You do not start with crystal, which is this icon in the bottom right next to the heart that says charging. Crystal is a very important resource. It rebuilds laser stuff and repair tentacles and several other things. You can mine it, but that's usually not until later. So what I do when I first start out is I'll put a little crystal farm. Resources. Go down here. You've got crystal farm grower, and then you've got a tray on top. What I'll do is on deck, next to my resources right here, I'll go ahead and I'll build a crystal farm grower with some crystal. That way our crystal 5, I'll make it 5 high. It's not gonna be very fast. but it will eventually start growing some crystal, which you're gonna need, because like you're just gonna need it. Just trust me. Maximum capacity of 100. Okay, that's good for right now. Especially since I don't have very much. Let's go ahead and start reorganizing this stuff right here. I don't have to see these things to know that they're working. So I'm going to take that off. Take this off. And resources. Oil drill. I like to put them down there like that. That way they kind of out of the way. Sorry, I'm thinking at the same time. We need to build a new engine before we chop that little bastard off. So where do I want to do that? I think we're just gonna build over here on the side. Again, I do plan on reinforcing all of this stuff with metal, or eventually turning it into metal. Just not at the start, because it takes a lot of resources. So we've got that. Let's go ahead and I'll show you a basic engine design. So every engine, you're going to need an engine block. That should be obvious. So there we go. Make sure it's facing the right direction. So get an engine block. Then you got to do crankshafts like this. I'm going to make a fairly decent sized engine. I really should have it facing the other way so I can expand it out. That comment will make sense here in just a minute. Trust me. So let's go right here so I can build a wall. And we do a crankshaft out. Alright. Then we gotta do, if you look at your menu, it lines up the way it's supposed to be. So you got engine, crankshaft, cylinder, exhaust, which goes, you get the engine, crankshaft connects to the engine, cylinder connects to the crankshaft, exhaust and carburetor connect to the cylinder, the engine oil, or engine's own fuel tank, and supercharger connect to the carburetors. Pretty simple. They make it very, very easy to understand, even though simple. And when you're building something and you want it to mirror, hit the N key. That'll put this nice little line up there. That's mirror image. So you see it goes on the other side. So this is how I build my engines. It's probably not the most efficient way, but it's the best that I've been able to come up with. So I just build one cylinder, skip block, build a cylinder, skip block, build a cylinder, skip block, so on and so forth. So just a real quick. Since this engine is only putting out 227 power, okay, just keep that in mind. And it's going to be roughly the same size as that. I put a cylinder on top like this. Then I come in here and I go to exhaust. What exhaust does is it increases the efficiency of the engine. You don't have to put a lot of them on there. As a matter of fact, I don't. I only put right there, and right there, and right there. Go ahead and do your carburetors, which are connected to the cylinders. They connect on all sides of the cylinder, which is good. So you go bam, carburetor, 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 carburetor. I think I've got my engine facing the wrong way. Mo better. Okay. Go back to this, and on the sides, we're going to do carburetor, 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 carburetor. Then on top, we're going to go carburetor, carburetor. You get what I'm throwing down? So, our engine is already, just with this little bit, at almost half of what the other one is. We're not even done. Not even done. So now I'm going to do superchargers. So, oh, I can do a carburetor right here. Carburetor. Supercharger. So I'm going to go supercharger. By the time I get done with the supercharger, this thing will be more power. Oh, son of a bitch. What am I out of? Oh! Oh, okay. I see. I'm out of organic parts. Yeah, this little thing right here. I'm out of that. So, I've got to wait. But, if you take a look at the engine, look at it. Not even done. Not even done. And it's already more than this one. So, since we don't need you anymore, let's go ahead and start breaking you down. I can use all your there we go. All your resources. Yeah, I could have redesigned this engine and kept it to do what I needed it to do, but it's just easier to build my own. I don't know. I just... And like I said, there's probably a way more efficient... way more efficient way to build these things, but I don't know it. So, you know... And since this is a kind of a like a newer game, still in alpha, it's really hard to find some good stuff. I found a couple of good YouTubers that are doing stuff with it, but it's still pretty difficult. And supercharger, 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 supercharger. And fuel tank. And fuel tanks connect on all sides of the carburetor as well. You'll notice I'm leaving this flat front right here. What I'm going to do is I'll eventually come in there and make a copy of of this thing and have it run out that way. Oh, I nearly forgot. Fuel tank. Fuel tank. As you can tell, like, if you're listening, like, the whole time I've been building this thing, the engine noise has been going from really revved up to kind of quiet. It's kind of quiet right now, if you notice. And that's because it's not requiring as much energy. So, as you can see, that engine that I just built right there is now putting out a maximum power of 1,500. Way more than the original engine. So, like I said, rebuild your engine. Rebuild it. I'm keeping the back flat too as well because I'm going to be putting up a wall there eventually. So we've got our new engine, which can take more of a pounding, more of a beating. So we can actually expand our resources now to what I want them to be, which is this. Again, oil is not going to be the problem. I'll build one row of oil like that. And we'll be good. That's really all you need for the oil side. And that, and oh no. Sorry. Those of you who have watched my videos before know that I'm like really OCD sometimes. There we go. Resources. Oil drill. So we will do this many. But on the other side, we'll do the big resource that we need, which is going to give us scrap metal, the resource collector. So it gives you metal and scrap and all that other good stuff. So yeah, we need lots and lots of those. Those are very, very important. And if you listen to my engine, it revved up a little bit more when I did that. So we can now go in here. We'll just for right now, we're just gonna flatten this out. Oh, windows. There we go. So things are progressing really well. Another thing about this game, if you notice, look at all these little squares versus the big blocks that I've been using. There is a difference. The difference being that this counts towards your block count. So all these little squares are taking up a block, whereas these bigger ones, they take up the same amount of space, memory-wise. I'm talking memory-wise. They take up the same amount of space as these little ones. So what I like to do is get rid of all these little blocks right here. Yay, they're gone. Because, like I said, my computer, the struggle is real. It's real. So those platforms don't line up. So what we'll do is... Yeah, I could remake that. I could. That's okay, I'll just do this for right now. Because eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to... Because these are the engines that actually keep your fortress afloat. See them right there? And if you watch, if I hold T, your fortress goes up and down out of the water. Now when you're not in battle, it's not that big a deal. It's only when you're in battle that's really a big deal. My sinuses, if I sound a little weird, my sinuses have been killing me the last couple of days here in Georgia. It's getting to fall, and every fall, my sinuses love to give me hell. So that's going to do it. We're going to call it an episode there. I'm going to try and keep these around like 20 minutes or so. Call it an episode there. Next episode, I'm going to work on the turret and the satellite dish right there that they're sitting there spinning around. It's going to give us our better view, and move our fuel stores around and move our ammo around and all that other stuff. So again, thanks for watching. I hope this was a little bit informative. I know it really didn't show much except for an engine design and crystal farm grower, but yeah, you should really. I don't really, talk about games very much, or whether or not you should buy one, or if you enjoy it, purchase it, obviously. But I don't really promote purchasing alpha games, especially when they're very young. This is one of those that I really, really think you should go check out if you are into Minecraft style building, but building working ships, working airplanes, working satellites. Yes, you can go into space. Working satellites that rain fire down onto your enemy, and kind of like the strategic stuff of taking over a map and everything, and diplomacy. This game really has a lot to offer. I will throw a disclaimer out there real quick that if you have kind of a older computer, this game's going to kick its ass. This game will crash. Keep in mind, it will crash. It's an early alpha. But I have enjoyed the hell out of this. This game is really fun. I like creating my own ships, seeing them come together, seeing them, upgrading them, and all this other stuff. It's really fun. It's really cool. It's a great concept, and the team that's putting this together, man, they're executing it very well. I can't say enough great things about this game. And again, I got 15 people watching my YouTube channel, so I'm not getting paid for this shit. I really do enjoy this game. My wife could tell you how much I enjoy this game. So yeah, you should definitely check it out. And also, hit that like and subscribe button. The more people I get, the more stuff I'll do. Yada yada yada, all that good stuff. Hit that favorite button, hit that like button. Anyways, next time we'll see you for more from the depths. That's the worst closing ever, but that's what I'm leaving off on. See you guys later.